Now I know you can definitely hear me. Anyway, good evening. Welcome to another edition of BGN Aquariums Fish Club. It's a collection of aquarists from all over the world sharing their experiences in this great hobby. So hopefully some people will join us pretty soon and we can get it all underway. So if you was here on the last stream, you'll know that we had the wave maker running. You also know that it kind of made my rainbow fish start attacking all my plants for some reason. So we'll have a look at that later on in the meeting anyway, and we'll discuss that, see what people think. Diogo Silva, good evening, buddy. Thanks for joining us, mate. Hope you're well. Now I have you've got a guppy fry. Good, mate. Honestly, the guppies just breed like rabbits. You'll end up with loads of guppies. We'll probably have a guppy breeder coming in a little bit. Graham Lewis, good evening, buddy. Hope you're well. Thanks for joining us. Felipe, thank you. Good evening. Ian, thanks for joining us again. Hope you're having a great evening. How's the pond? Yeah, so I'll go into the wave maker in a little bit because it's been a bit crazy. Just have to keep an eye on the Lotus as well because the Lotus isn't doing too great at the moment for some reason. I'm not quite sure why, but it's Friday. Weekend's finally here. Good. Nice to see you. Good. Enjoy your evening. So weekend's here. Is anyone going out getting a new tank this weekend? That'd be so nice, wouldn't it? I would love to be doing that this weekend, but definitely not something I'll be getting. But I think tomorrow morning I do have to nip out because I need to get some frozen food. So I may just nip to the aquarium to see if they've got any of those Australian rainbows that I've been looking for. So we'll see. Johnny Sins, good evening. Thanks for joining us. So we've had the wave maker running, and for some reason the rainbow fish kind of like started attacking the Lotus quite badly, and it's in a pretty poor state. So I've ended up turning the wave maker off for a while. Just gonna try and reposition it somewhere else. So it's a bit mad. I've never known anything like it. It was crazy. It was while we were on stream on Wednesday. It was they just kind of went crazy and just kind of savaged it. So it's kind of looking a bit sorry for itself, to be perfectly honest. Good evening, Reese. Yeah, Johnny, I see you. The Guppy man is here. How you doing, Reese? We've just had someone in actually telling us about his guppies, buddy. Diogo. If Diogo's still in, he's just got some guppy babies. How are those new ones settling in, Reese? Are they doing okay? Friday evening, Reese. Are you getting more guppies this weekend, buddy? I'm definitely gonna go check out some, try and get some of them Australian rainbows. I don't think they'll have any left though. It's been like a month since I went in there. There's no way they're gonna have any, but you never know. They may have something else. They have had red rainbows in there before now, but they kind of looked a bit tatty. But and then they find out afterwards that they kind of do when they're young. So missed out on an opportunity there, but they've never had them in since. So had some more fry today. Oh my God, Reese. You'd be a guppy millionaire, mate, before you know it. You'll end up making some cash on that, buddy, won't you? Is that the plan, or is that what you're already doing? Do you actually breed them and sell them now, Reese, or is it something you kind of just like got into? Yeah, so I launched a video. It was supposed to launch today at 3:15. I always launch a video at 3:15 on a Friday afternoon, but it launched yesterday for some reason, and 2 weeks ago it did the same. Actually, I might start doing that anyway. See how it goes. I think I might start launching the video on a Thursday instead. It's had quite a good launch, to be honest, and it is about the wave maker. It is a sponsored video by Higer, but yeah, it's quite a good start. So I may start launching them on Thursday instead rather than Friday, because Friday is Fish Club Day, so I don't know if they kind of compete. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's what you want to be doing, mate. Get selling them. Do you do that online, Reese? Is it through Etsy or something like that? Or do Pay take them off you? Or have you seen if Pay will take them off you? So I think this weekend I'm going to do the air pump that came. So it's going to be a bit of a change round regarding air pump setup, really. And yeah, it's such a kind of. I do want to change some of the piping because I don't like this. I don't really. I was no way in the world I've gone out and bought electric blue piping. There's no way in the world I've gone out and done it. So it must have been that I've gone to the shop and that's all they had. Because there's no way in the world I've picked electric blue piping. It's weird. So yeah, no, I'm gonna change all that because it kind of I hate it. It kind of it's horrible. So at least the clear piping you don't see it. But electric blue, there's no way in the world I must have needed to get piping and that's all they had. Must have been. So yeah, it's a big change round. So I think the new air pump's going to go on to this aquarium, the angelfish aquarium, because there is like 5 plecos in there. So good to get that oxygen going. There is oxygen running in it already, but yeah, I think that's the one. It's quite a big air pump, and it's supposed to be ultra quiet. So that's going to go on there. I'm going to keep the fluval air pump that I've got on the rainbow fish going in there. I'm going to change. So the air pump that's running on this tank at the moment is going to go on the shrimp tank, and the air pump that's on the shrimp tank is going to go on to the brine shrimp hatchery, because that air pump on that is really noisy. It's like living next to an airport when that's going on. So yeah, so it's quite a big change round of everything. So should be good though. Should be good. Hopefully I can have air running in all the tanks and it not be too noisy. Hopefully. We'll see. But it is it's quite a decent sized air pump, so and it is supposed to be ultra quiet, so we'll see. Nice, Reese. So yeah, so Pair Aquatics do take them off you. Cool, mate. Cool. That's kind of where you need to be at, isn't it? Do you have you got a YouTube channel, Reese? Do you kind of promote it on there? because you could use it as like a promotional tool, on shorts and things like that. It's weird, mate. Shorts with like fry tend to do really well, especially if you can kind of film on your phone actual female guppy giving birth. Honestly, mate, it'll get like tens of thousands of watches on the YouTube shorts, but it'll also pull in loads of subscribers. But if you kind of tune the channel around your breeding guppy business, mate, it'll bring business in as well. Definitely. So that's kind of where obviously I want to be at. I'm almost there now. I'm almost there. I'm like 55 hours off being a YouTube partner. Oh, God. 55 watch hours, that is, guys. It is 55 watch hours. It's so close, honestly. I can kind of taste it. So if you're not a subscriber to the channel, guys, at the moment, please press the subscribe button, press the like button. Just helps promote the channel. We do a fish club meeting Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8 p.m. GMT. And I also launch a video, and I think I'm going to change the day. I'm going to start launching the videos on a Thursday afternoon at 3:15. And then we also do a weekend fish club meeting, which usually starts at 2 p.m. on a Saturday afternoon. That's GMT. This week, though, we are going for a bumper one because I am so close to getting this YouTube partnership going. So, yeah, so it starts tomorrow, noon, kicks off. It's going to be a 5 to 5.5 hour stream. And hopefully that will just tip me over to get the YouTube partnership going. So hopefully you can join us and share it as well. Let everyone else know. We kind of need a load of people coming in. We have got a growing community. We've got people that do all kinds of things that come in. Reese breeds guppies, breeds and sells guppies. We've had chats about breeding betters. We've had a guy that comes in who breeds seahorses. So it's like we're getting like loads of so much knowledgeable people coming in their own right, you know. And yeah, so it's really good. We have a couple of guys that come in that are like, we're all kind of into the CO2 planted thing. So I'm kind of learning it. So it's good to go off. Me and a guy that comes in called Will. We're going to be looking at making our own fertilizers. There is a method of making your own fertilizers. It's a lot cheaper than buying the ones that you can obviously buy. So yeah, so it's something like we're gonna, and I will, as we're doing this, I will do it on the channel as well. So it's going to be a learning curve, and it's something we can kind of all learn from as we go along. So yeah, making your own fertilizers, called the EI method, and you can tweak your own fertilizers to just how you need it. So it's going to be quite interesting. Reese, definitely do it, mate. Definitely let me know if you do it, and if you start, when you start it up, mate. Mate, it's kind of worth trying to pull off. Like, you can do 5 videos before you launch anything. Yeah, try and do 5 videos or shorts, and then launch it all in one go. Because you try and keep people on your channel. If you just have one video, you don't stay on your channel, obviously. But yeah, mate, let me know if you do it, and I'll promote you on my channel. I'll put it onto my community page. But it's well worth doing, mate, because it'll help promote your business. Even if you're not like, I'm planning on making the YouTube my business, yeah, promoting my hobby. So that's kind of where I'm looking at. But like you, if you want to breed guppies and sell guppies like that, it's well worth using it as a promotional tool for sure. Is that a good food, that then, Reese? I take it you recommend that food, Tetra Pro Colour. Danish 88, thanks for joining us, buddy. Hope you're well. Nice having a chat with you the other day on Insta as well, mate. Steve, good evening. Happy Friday. It's Friday evening, guys. Weekend's here. That's why I'm on a beer. It don't make me ill, but hey ho, it's weekend. So are we all going out and getting any fish this weekend? I'm definitely going to go and try and get some rainbows this weekend. I have had... I do love angelfish. I do love angelfish. Yeah, but they kind of are a little bit quiet, aren't they? They don't really do much. And I have been toying with getting rid of the angels, but I do have a friend on Facebook in one of the groups, in the fish keeping in the UK group, actually, and we kind of both got this love for the red devil angelfish. And she messaged me the other day saying that Tropco have got some red devil angelfish in. And when you look at them, if you don't know what I'm on about, Google them, because they are absolutely stunning. And, you know, it's just, toys with my head, because they are, like, they would look amazing in there. They really would. They really would. Ridski, thanks for joining us, mate. What's up, dude? Hope you're well. Yeah, it's the best food for your fish. I'll give that a try, mate. I do like Tetra though, mate. I do. I use Tetra flakes. At the moment I'm using like a Tetra tablet as well, which I gets down at the bottom for the cories, and the cories love it, to be perfectly honest. But I've always been a fan of Tetra over other foods. But I do like the Fluval bug bite range as well. I mean, I'm gonna try their flake next time, because the little granules are awesome. Great, my rainbows love them, and I think they do pretty well off them as well. Getting a new tank, 100 litres. Nice, mate. Nice. I'm jealous. Tropco are great. I know. It's just the delivery problem I have here. That's the only thing that really worries me. Is my deliveries are a bloody nightmare. So yeah, it does worry me, that, but it would be nice, because they are, like I say, if you've never seen them, Google them. Red devil angelfish. They are like amazing. There's quite a lot of videos going around on Facebook at the moment, because they are absolutely stunning. Will, good evening, buddy. Hope you're well. I'll have a gander. I will have a look, Reese. I mean, to be honest, I'm going in Pets at Home tomorrow. That's where I get my frozen food from. Because Pets at Home, if you live in the UK and you have tropical fish, Pets at Home is the best place to get your frozen food from, because you get 5. I think they may have changed that, actually. But you used to get 5 for a tenner. You might only get 4 for a tenner now. No, I think it's still 5 for a tenner. Wherever else you get like 3 or 4 for a tenner. But it's definitely the best place to go in the UK. Well, it's not the company, buddy. It's the delivery service. They're an absolute nightmare. There's so many times it happened live on stream a few weeks ago. Even the postman doesn't come. They were supposed to have some plants delivered. It's like a month ago. I took a week off work and we did some live streams, and I had some plants delivered, and I was gonna like plant them like live on stream, and they were supposed to arrive at 10 o'clock, and it came on the Royal Mail app that they'd attempted to deliver these plants, and I weren't here, but I was here. I was sat here. I'm like, what? So I kind of kicked off on Twitter about it, with them, and they tried to make it go to a DM, and I was like, nah, keep this public. Come on, make you look right, set of knobheads that you are. So I started a stream, and I'd already said that I'd do a stream. I did kind of tell them that my live streams pulling like 200,000 people, where they kind of pull more like 200, but I don't care. And half an hour into the stream, knock on my door, postman with my plants, and an excuse saying he tried to knock on earlier and I weren't here, but I was. He definitely making a bit of a scene on Twitter and telling them that I was doing a live stream about it, and they won't come out looking good. But yeah, mate, so it's not the company that posts them out, it's the bloody delivery service. It's horrendous, it really is. Because I live in a block of apartments, and they don't. I understand it because I've done it for a living. I used to work for a well-known catalogue firm. Well, I didn't work for them. I worked for a well-known courier firm that had a contract with a well-known catalogue firm. I'm not going to name them because I kind of slag them off quite a bit. So don't want to get liable, and I'm suing them anyway. So that's another story. But I know what it's like when you go to apartments. It is a nightmare because it's like it's getting into them for a start, finding. So a lot of them bin it off, and that's a problem because they bin it off. It's really good. I think it's Aquaclear actually. I've got Aquaclear down there. I do like Tetra Gear, like I say, mate. I was always recommended Tetra over Aquarium flake food because there's less carbon in Tetra than there is Aquarium. I don't know if that's what I was always told. So it may be different now. But the hell, it's like been doing this for like 40 odd years. So, but yeah, it's definitely. That's why I've always used Tetra, and I've just like recently started using the Fluval bug bites as well. I do like that stuff. I do. Really do like that. It's me trying to get a plug from Fluval. But no, it's really good. The small granules are great because the rainbow fish have dead small throats. So if you give them a larger pellet, they just struggle with it, they can't eat it. So, and it could cause problems. But the small granules are perfect for them. It's like a black soldier fly larvae. So it's dried food form. It's offering you like your fish the natural diet as much as possible. Really, it's good stuff. Really like it. Oh, really, Danish? Well, I might have to have a look then. Good evening, Sam. Hope you're having a great day, buddy. I hope you have a better evening as well. I may have to have a look then if they can kind of like guarantee. It's always a bit of a worry. I've tried NT Labs. I have got some NT Labs stuff here, mate. I think if I remember rightly. What have I got down here that's NT Labs? I think is that NT Labs? Yeah, I've got a few of the treatments, like the antifungus and all that. I've just gone on to Escher, which I've never used before. My blue rainbows started looking really thin, so I treated the tank with that Escher 2000, I think it is, and I've never used it before. It says keep it in for 3 days. I kept it in for a week and then did a water change, but they all seem to be all right. Anyway, they are recovering. They are fattening up again now. So hopefully it's that Escher seems to be pretty decent. But NT Labs, I've used the water test kits. The water test kits are pretty decent, but to be honest, I kind of with water test kits, I do kind of prefer the API now because they're a little bit. I don't know. They just seem a little. I don't know. I just like the API. Fish King, Good evening, buddy. Thanks for joining us. Got a second-hand 325 litre fish tank today with fish. Will I be able to put my fish in? If you're using the same filtration system, yeah, it'll be established, mate. So you should be able to just transfer it all over and get it running. If you can transfer as much as the original water as possible, but obviously that's not going to be probably able to do if you've bought it from somewhere else anyway, because you have second hand. So yeah, what you'd be better off trying to use the water that's in the bags that you've transferred the fish with as well, mate. But yeah, if you've got the tank and their filtration system, you'll be all right to get up and running. If you're using a brand new filtration system, then because you've got the fish, you're gonna have to do a fishing cycle, which means water testing pretty much every day, Fish King. If you go onto my channel page on the videos, there is a water cycling video on there to teach you how to do it. If that's where you're up to anyway, mate. I'll probably see because I've been waffling on and the chat's kind of run away a bit. You lost 2 today. I know. Thing is, Sam, it happens sometimes. You can do your water testing and they can be right. Sometimes stuff happens, doesn't it? It's weird. It's weird. I still don't know and will never ever find out. One Thursday afternoon, I was watching this tank, and it started with one Corydoras swimming mid-water, and then it just nosedived into the gravel and died. And over the next 2 hours, the whole tank, pretty much, well, 95% of the tank died. I did a water change. I threw carbon in the filter to make sure there was no pollutants. Water tests, everything was perfect. Don't know. Can't really have been. If it had been poisoned, both tanks had been poisoned. My rainbow fish tanks are literally there, and my angelfish tank's there, and they're both covered. So yeah, it's one of them things, mate. Sometimes you die and you can't really find out why. They text you a time when it's going to be delivered. I was standing at the door. Yeah, I will look into that. I'm always a bit wary. I am a bit wary, like I say. Carlin, thanks for joining us. Hope you're well. Gave your fish a dewormer, Oblivion Ram. Yes, she was in the other week, wasn't she? Yeah, I remember now. No problem, mate. Thanks for your help. No problem. Hopefully they're getting better. Hopefully it works. It's just a case of getting what medications are available to you in whatever country you are. You saw my video this morning, Reese. Mate, did you think it was all right? Because that's like promotional video for someone else. I hope it's all right. I know I kind of a bit criticise a couple of things at the end of it, but got to, aren't you? Got to. It's one of those things. You see, I do like it. I do like the wave maker. It's just it's kind of made my rainbow fish attack my plants, and like when I mean attack the plants like massively, just savage the lotus. And I've turned it off, and they're not now. So I'm going to try and reposition it and see how it goes. What filter are you using on the tank behind me? In there, it's the Fluval FX4 in there, Carlin. And to be honest, it's a great filter. I do have a secondary filter running in that tank. There is no need for that anymore. I had that in there when I first. So that tank behind me, if you look on my community page, there is 4 or 5 in. There's like a picture of that before plants and water went into it. And they're like 9 caves. So when I originally set it up, there was detritus settling in the caves. So I was running an Awase filter. And it just wasn't, it was powerful enough to clean the water. That was not a problem. Just didn't have enough power in it to to pull the detritus out of the caves. So I did introduce quite a powerful sponge filter in the corner there, and that pulls all the crap out and that. But the Oase sprung a leak on me one day, so I've got the FX4 up and running, and so there's, to be honest, it doesn't need the secondary filter, but it's in there, so why not over filter more than under filter in it? But the FX4, if you can afford them, Carl, and then I'll be at the FX range. I'll just say the FX range. I've only got one, but the FX4 that I have is awesome. It's so good. I am gonna clean it tomorrow though. I am gonna clean it tomorrow. We'll do that on the stream. It's a 5-hour stream, so we'll do it on the stream and give it a clean out. I think it needs it now. So it's not been done for a couple of months. Now, I wouldn't say so, Carlin, regarding putting tiger barbs with angels, because I'm thinking of replacing the angels for tiger barbs. They both can, well, tigers are fin nippers, so they'll have a go at those angels for sure. Nice, cheers, Reese. I like I say, when you're doing it, they've sent me the wave maker and they sent me this air pump. So when you're doing a promotional video, which I've never done before, I have done a review video before on the frozen food floating dispenser. That wasn't a paid promotion. That's just a product that I'd got and kind of liked it and liked the idea of what you can actually use it for. And so I've never done a promotional video before, so it's one of them in it. Would they be happy with it? But on the first day, actually, on the first day, do you know Pete Shaw comes in, Shawry? He bought one off the link from my video, so that kind of made me feel a bit better. So hopefully Heiger with that link pick up on that's happened. So hopefully anyway. I have an Aqua One 1000 canister. I like it. I've never used an Aqua One filter, Carlin, but that's an Aqua One tank. And it's the stand comes with it, and I think it's pretty cool. I do like it. I like this tank. I definitely have another one of these tanks for sure. I do like the extra depth that goes back, but yeah, I definitely have another one, and they can do a sump version of this as well. But yeah, I love it. I always watch your videos, mate. Cheers, Reese. That should go for everybody. If you are in at the moment, you're not a subscriber to my channel, if you can just press the subscribe button, guys, that'd be awesome. Click the like button, share if you can. It just helps support the channel, helps the channel grow. It is growing. We are like 55 hours away from getting YouTube partnership. So hopefully we'll crack that tomorrow when we're on stream. So we'll see. But yeah, if you're not already a subscriber, please click the subscribe button. The channel is about rainbow fish aquariums. You can kind of judge it as more really a community tank aquarium page, really, but you just have to do a narrow niche for the YouTube algorithm. But yeah, check out some of the videos. There's all kinds in there. It teaches you how to cycle aquariums, how to set up planted aquariums, and all kinds. So, well worth checking out, in my opinion. I've got tiger barbs in my tank with 3 angels, and I don't know what to do now, as it was chasing 1 angel. They will nip at your angels, mate. They will. If you can move them into another tank, all good. Otherwise, decisions, in it. It's whether you want angels or barbs. Barbs are little fin nippers, mate. And I'll be honest, when angels are spawning, they're nasty. They're nasty as well. So there has to be some kind of happy medium. How many watch hours do I need in total? Right, so it works on a rolling 365-day thing, and you need 4,000 watch hours in 365 days. So it works out at 11 hours of the day, somebody needs to be watching like my content over the millions of other videos that are on YouTube. So but what also means if someone doesn't say like for instance yesterday, so when you get your watch hours clock up, but the 5 days behind. So yesterday I got like last Thursday I think it was, but it must have been a poor day. But something last year must have been doing really well because I lost like 12 hours. So it's one of them. You're fighting about what happened last year. You know what I mean? It's just but I am like 55 hours off. God, so close. And I just, to be honest, it's not even about like I would like to do it full time. Obviously, I would. That's the goal. But the amount of work that I've put into it, I work full time as well. It's 2 full-time jobs. I tend to like not really finish till pretty much 10 o'clock at night, doing different things, just trying to promote the channel and that. It's put a lot of work in, will I do. Cherry barbers would be better than, they would, not all barbers are nippers, are they? Some of them aren't, but those tiger barbs certainly are. I do like tiger barbs though. I do. I like the green tiger barbs, to be perfectly honest. I did have a tank of barbs years ago. I'd like to go back. I would like to go back. But like I say, I do like them red devil angels as well. God, it's dilemmas. Norwegian fish keeper. Good evening, mate. I did watch your video earlier, mate, and left you a like. I know it's not in English, but I watched it for you anyway. But I hope you're well, buddy. Hope you're well. So tomorrow's stream tends to start at 2 o'clock, but tomorrow we are coming on at midday. It's going to be a bumper stream. So midday, it's going to be like, I'm trying to try and go for a minimum 5 hours. So that should be quite a good one. I will clean the filter on this tomorrow. Like I say, I'll clean the fluval effects tomorrow. So that'll be a bit of having to reset up in the bathroom, because I do all my filter work in the bathroom. Kind of easier that way. Just doesn't go everywhere. I've got a load of mopping up to do after. Not a problem, mate. Not a problem. So we'll 5-hour stream, do all the maintenance. Obviously, the same thing, the maintenance on the CO2 tank will have been done, because I do the water change on that before the CO2 starts getting put in there. But then it's just the same maintenance, really. I don't do anything on the shrimp tank. I'm looking at the shrimp tank now. I don't really think it needs anything doing on there anyway. But we will, like I say, we will do the FX4 tomorrow. We'll give that a clean out, and we'll see. I may. I'm going to say I may do the other filter as well, but I might leave that till the week after. Don't really want to do both filters on the same day. But we'll see. I may do it. Nah, I don't think I will actually. It's a bit of a mission, because I have to do the other filter. I have to take the lid off. And the lid does need to come off, but taking the lid off this tank is it's not tricky. It's not tricky, but it's a glass lid. It's quite heavy, and you've got to be so careful. Obviously, any little wrong move and all hell breaks loose, doesn't it? So I do have to be really careful. I never have done, Will. No. To be honest, mine all seem quite red. All my females grow up and be quite red. They are quite a good quality one. And I know you do have to keep them cold, but no, I'm not really bothered about that, mate, to be perfectly honest. all the males, obviously males are a little bit lighter in colour anyway, but all my females have got some good red colours. But no, I've never, I don't really know where I'd put them. So I've got the CO2 tank now, and I've moved. I made a little what I call a shrimp trap, and transferred some over, and they're doing well now. There's some babies in there for sure. But no, mate, the only thing I probably wouldn't do is do like a Skittles tank, because you end up with loads of brown shrimp then, don't you? But no, I do. I like the reds. To be honest, I put. So I went to my local shop that sells shrimp. I went in there thinking, right, if I get like 8 nice blues or some yellows or some greens, see what they've got other than reds, and we'll have a tank of like another colour in the CO2 tank. But they didn't have any shrimp in, and I came home and I was like, oh, let's put shrimp in there, and then kind of made my shrimp trap and transferred reds over there. I can't wait, me. I'm like a kid at Christmas. I just can't wait. I'm like, no, I need to get a shrimp in there. So now I've got 2 tanks of red cherries. I agree, Norwegian. They shouldn't be in bowls, mate. Although I did keep we did keep a goldfish for 19 years in a bowl when I was young. 19 years. It's going somewhere, isn't it? In a bowl. I say I did. Kind of stretching the truth a little bit there. It was my fish, but my mum kind of looked after it, to be perfectly honest. Got it when I was like really young. So, and it was none of that. It was just a bowl of water and just tipped it into the bowl, into a washing up bowl or something like that. Washed the bowl out, threw him back in there. 19 years. But yeah, mate, times have moved on though. Times are different from when I was like your age, mate, for sure. But yeah, small tanks now. See, I have a little 19-litre tank, but it's just shrimp in there. There is a handful of endlers in there, which I'm trying to get out. And there's a couple of Otto Sinclaires in there as well. But that's plain, mainly just shrimp. And maybe like put a better in there, 19-litre. Should be okay. But yeah, anything smaller than that I wouldn't really. Shrimp are alright in it, but not a fish. And goldfish, some of the breeding's too intense on them nowadays. Sadly. Like the flower horns and things like that, they're just like that's just mad, crazy, intense breeding. That's just not fair. Do you have shrimp, Will? They're another level of addiction, I think. Shrimps. They really are. I bought the ebook. So I did buy the ebook of the Neo Caridina Shrimp Keeping Handbook. It's my mate Richard on Fish Keeping Answers YouTube. He's like, his knowledge on Neo Caridina shrimp is like through the roof. And he did the book. I bought the ebook, and but I am I'm an old school me. I like something that I can hold on to. So he's actually done it now on Amazon. So I bought that. But I had it delivered to my mum's because it just get bent or damaged. It's so reliable, my postal service, so reliable. But it's such a great book. So yeah, I won't be able to collect it tomorrow. I'm too busy doing this. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It's a great book. Blue Neos and a Mano. I do have a Mano. I have a Mano in both my shrimp tanks. Well, obviously the shrimp tank and the CO2 tank. I have seen the odd Amano shrimp in the rainbow tank, but they don't really come out because I think the rainbows probably would try and munch them, so I don't think they're that daft. But I like Amanos, but as I have said before, which I know you will have heard me say before as well, because you're in here all the time with us, Yeah, they kind of freak me out a little bit, Amanos. They've got that spider's legs, and spiders freak me out. So yeah, Amano shrimp for some reason do freak me out, even though I've got them in my tanks. But I still like, the other night I was looking, it's weird really, in the CO2 tank, every now and again, it's like, I think they've got about a dozen Amano shrimp in the CO2 tank, and they all kind of just congregate on one side of the tank every now and again for like about an hour. And they're all just there, like they're having a bit of a meeting about what's going on, and it's mad. It's a good way of getting an head count as well, I suppose. I think goldfish should be big tanks in garden ponds. Yeah, mate, definitely bigger tank the better, really. And ponds, well, they're another level as well. Ponds. Weird, really. We've got a pond down. I've got a pond down at my mum's house. Me and my dad built it, but my dad unfortunately passed away a few years ago, so I kind of look after that now. But see, it's hard. They're hard because you can't control what goes in there, so it's really difficult. Really difficult. Just put a female in the breeding box now. She's giving birth in a tank. Nice, Reese. Nice. Honestly, Reese, right? Try and film a guppy giving birth and then release it as a short. Honestly, mate, it's that kind of stuff that pulls people in, and it'll help promote your guppy breeding business, mate. Definitely. Say, use it as a tool to promote your business, mate, for sure. I wanted blues, Will. I wanted blues, but they were kind of like, I have in my head, I've got a little bit of a setup in my head that I want to do with a tank. I want a square tank, a decent enough size, inline CO2 though, and I kind of like got 3 different sized grey pieces of rock, decent size, medium size, smaller size, and then I want to. There's a few things I want to do. So what I'll do, one tank where I'm doing seeded Monte Carlo all around the grey rocks and that, and like I say, inline CO2, and then just have it blue dream or whatever, blue Neo-Caridina shrimp, no fish in there. I think it'd look proper cool. I also want to do that dry method on moss, where you blend some moss up and then paint it on your wood, and have it in a tank with no water, just the humidity level high. It's kind of what I want to do as well, because it attaches, the moss attaches to the wood way better, and it looks all around, just looks well better. I'm going to have a crack at that as well. Roblox, thanks for joining us, buddy. Thanks for the kind words, mate. Like you too. See you, Dad, mate. Cheers, Norwegian. He got me into the fish keeping hobby, mate. He got me into it years ago. Is saltwater aquariums harder than freshwater? Well, I've never had saltwater, mate, but I believe so. I'm not gonna. I can't swear 100% it is, but I believe so. I think once it's up and running and it's set, if you've got the money where you can have the equipment that tests the water and adjust it for you, I think it's probably a lot easier. But I think there's a lot of science maybe involved, but don't quote me on it because I've never had one. I will have one in time, unless it gets like banned because of obviously the coral situation, but I don't know. But I'd think so, mate. Yeah, I think you need to know what you're doing. I think those Monte Carlo seeds are a scam. Oh, really, Will? I'm a bit. I'll be honest. I have high hopes. I am the Monte Carlo killer. I've never been able to keep Monte Carlo alive. I am really, really good at killing Monte Carlo. It's like that. if you could make money killing Monte Carlo, I'd be a millionaire for sure. But I would like to do that. But I'd like that dry start method on moss. Oh God, I really would love to have a crack at that. Roblox. Looking forward to all those future projects. I know, Felipe, it's just time and money. But as hopefully as the channel grows, then that'll grow with. But yeah, it'd be a nice little. The moss one is definitely something I want to crack. Is it MJ Aquascaping? He does a video on it. It's a brilliant way of doing it. If you tie moss to wood with cotton, it doesn't really attach to it, does it? And over time, it can look a bit crappy. Same as if you glue it. It doesn't entirely attach as good as what you could. Like I say, if you blend it with water, so it's like a green paste, and then paint it onto wood, onto whatever you want it on, onto wood, rock, whatever, it attaches to it better or naturally, and you just get an all-round better display. What's my favourite thing to do? Well, probably this hobby, mate, to be perfectly honest. This hobby, kind of like doing the fish club meetings. I do 4 a week, so on top of a full-time job. But yeah, the hobby, mate, I love it. I love this hobby. I like going around new shops, which I know is not something you can do all the time, obviously. But it's nice when, like a few weeks ago with work, I was like driving down a road, and I came across an independent Maidenhead Aquatics. Wasn't in a garden centre. It's like, no way. Next day off, boom, in there. So I kind of like discovering new shops as well and going checking them out. There's some really good shops in the Northwest. There really is. There's one called Aquahome, which tend to win quite a lot of Practical Fish Keeping magazine awards. I didn't even know they existed until I noticed in Practical Fish Keeping about probably 3 years ago now, when they won an award there. I was like, gotta check that out. It's not that far, well, probably about 30 miles away from where I live. So I do like going checking out new shops. Not even aquatic plants. I know. I think they change when I take it they change when you put water in them, because a lot of it's grown out of water, isn't it? But Leyland, yeah, mate, that's the one, Shane. Thanks for joining us, Shane. Yes, Aquahome. It's a great place. That nice little in that little garden centre, and the cafe in the garden centre is pretty decent too. So you can have an all-around enjoyable trip out. Go into the aquarium, look at what they've got, go and have a cup of coffee, nice piece of cake, think about how much money you're going to spend, and go and spend double that amount back in the aquarium. It's quite a decent place. I take it you're from round here, Shane, and are you? In the Northwest area, I take it. We are lucky in the Northwest area, mate. We've got quite a lot of good shops. It is brilliant, mate. It is brilliant. There's that, and there's one not far away from that as well. Oh God, I can't think what it's called. It is in a garden centre as well, and but it's outside the garden centre. I can't think what it's called. That's quite a decent shop, but I think the fish tend to be a little bit older, because our college cories tend to be like 2 to 3 inches in size, really big. Yeah, near Preston. Yeah, mate. You'll probably know then. I went recently to the Maidenhead Aquatics on Garstang Road. It's an independent one, isn't it? It's not in a garden centre. But like that, I love it. I love going into the new shops. That's a decent shop as well. We are really lucky. We are really lucky. Maidenhead Aquatics, Wigan, probably not too far away from you as well, Shane. Well worth going looking at as well. But Aqua Home, great. And they've given, to be honest, Aqua Home, they have. I've probably not been in for a few months, but I take it nothing will have changed. They've got a really, really good saltwater or marine sales part of it as well. Got some stunning fish in there. Can you not nip in the shops while you're working? It's to be honest, Will, it is a little bit big, and kind of I have done it before. I used to do it in my big wagon, but it's if you see something you like and you kind of sickened then because you go back on your day off and they're not there. But yeah, kind of just I don't mind going out on my days off and just checking things out. But no, it's the one. Like when I discovered the Maidenhead on Garstang Road, like I say, it's really difficult parking around there, even dodgy parking with your car. So yeah, trucks a bit out of the question. If some of the garden centre ones, if I can get the truck under the height restriction on the car park, yeah, no, don't care. Just park up and have a walk around. But I'd just like to say, I'd go out. Not as much with the job I'm doing now because I have set routes. But when I was doing with the courier firm I won't mention, Dickhead Limited, they were all over the place, so you were seeing new shops all the time. Full variety of fish at Leyland. They have a wide range of tropical and marine fish. Yeah, it's got tucked down there, cold water tanks. Fish are doing most tanks. We should go again soon. I do go in there regularly, mate. I've just not been up there for a while. I used to go a lot more. The job I used to have, it used to be like 4 days on, 3 days off. So it was always like, at least you had a day a week where you could go and do all this stuff. Now 2 days off, kind of robbed of a day, aren't you? Kind of a little bit. But yeah, mate, I love it. I love that shop. I didn't even know that shop existed until, like I said, they won quite a few awards in the Practical Fish Keeping mag. I wish they did have gold though, Shane. But they have a quite decent Tropica plant selection as well, which I like because I do like the Tropica plants. Bit late to the party. What shop? It's called Aqua Home. Quay. It's in Leyland in the UK. It's a great little shop. It's all round. They have some nice display tanks set up. It's great bit of inspiration. Great marine section. All the tanks. What I like about a shop, and when I go into a shop, I like to see if it's busy, happy days. It's a great thing in it. Loads of customers. Great indication that shop is perfect. It's a great shop, yeah. But it's not always going to be busy all the time, is it? It doesn't work like that. Shops don't work like that. You've got to be understanding that. But what I like to see then is when I go in a shop, the staff are busy. And every time I go in Aqua Home, the staff have been busy, like doing water changes and just generally cleaning the tanks and that. And I'll be honest, every time I've been in there, I don't even think I've ever seen a dead fish in Aqua Home. They are like on it all the time. Really good, really, really good shop. So if you're in the northwest of England and you've been a car, well worth paying it a visit. They have live fresh. Yeah, mate, they do. Kind of do a bit of my own of that, Shane. I do my own brine shrimp, and I am now on the lookout, and I will try and get one tomorrow. I'm on the lookout for a glass kind of bottle with a tap at the bottom, because I'm going to start doing my own Daphnia. Definitely. It's something I want to do, because apparently it's pretty easy to do. So that's going to be the one. Can gouramis go with guppies? It's going to be a little bit careful, I say, Kalazi. Thanks for joining us this evening, buddy. So gouramis are part of the betta family. So they can have that slight bit of aggression because guppies are fancy. I wouldn't personally. I think you'd be tempting fate, I think, mate, to be honest. You've got to watch what you put with guppies in it. I've always thought that you can't really mix guppies and bettas, but I know some people do. I think it depends on your betta more than anything, I think. Just going to grab a drink, guys. If anyone that's in at the moment, if you're not a subscriber to the channel, if you could just click the subscribe button and the like button, it just helps support the channel. I do 4 live streams per week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, from 8 p.m. till around about 10 o'clock. And then Friday, we do a live stream from 2 till 5:30ish. Tomorrow, we are doing a 5-hour stream that starts at midday. So if you can join us for that, that'd be brilliant. We also launch a long form video once a week. That used to launch on a Friday, but I think I'm going to start launching it Thursday. When I put it to launch on a Friday, YouTube launched it Thursdays anyway. So I think I'll start launching them 3 o'clock at 3:15 in the afternoon GMT. So tune in. This week's video is actually a sponsored video this week by Hyger. It's the installation of the wave maker into the rainbow fish tank. My personal opinion on it. It is an honest opinion on it as well. So if you haven't checked it out, give it a watch. Make sure you click the like button. But it's quite a decent piece of kit, to be perfectly honest. Kind of like it. I have had to turn it off on my tank because it just where I've got it positioned, it sent my fish down low and they've started attacking all the plants, which they've never done before. So I'm going to try and move it to the other side of the tank and see how that goes and take it from there. Cheers, Shane. It's just that is a rainbow fish tank, pretty much totally overgrown with Anubias, and there is a pretty stunning lotus tiger lily here. 2 weeks ago it was like amazing, but I did have to cut it down, which I think it was last Saturday I called it. So now it's just got to grow back. Struggling with the lotus on that side though. A little bit weird at the moment. I've never seen it struggling like that before. I have to keep an eye on it. Should do okay though, because I have root tabbed it. So hopefully we'll start seeing an improvement on that pretty soon. Your neon tetras keep dying on the trip back home. Have you got a rough journey, mate? Is it a stressful journey? Try putting them in a box, black the light out so they're in total darkness. If it's otherwise, change the shop. I'd say, really. If your fish aren't surviving the journey home, unless it's like I say, it's a stressful journey home for them, or if you're taking 2 days to get home, but which I take it you're not. If your fish are dying before they get home, mate, and it happens more than once, change your shop. That's what I'd say. Probably not a nice thing to say, but definitely worth. Let's put it this way. The shop that sold, right, every fish that was in that aquarium came from one shop. I won't mention the shop. It came from one shop. And I added a fish to that tank, blue panac. and within 3 days later, everything in that aquarium died. And I went back to the shop. And they didn't want to know. I've never been to that shop since. I spent thousands in that shop as well. And they've lost a good customer at the end of the day. But yeah, mate. All you've got to remember is if you're selling your stuff that dies in the bag on the way home, you can spend your money elsewhere, anywhere you want. Don't give them the satisfaction of taking your money. There we go, Reese. Thanks for that, buddy. Clausy, if you just read Reese's comment there, mate, he is our fish club guppy expert. Giant Daniels with rainbows and guppies. All his potters, cories, cats and... Nice, mate, nice. You need more than one angel, though. You need at least another. Kind of, do like to be in at least pairs, mate. What's your what? Is that when they're in the bag closet? Yeah. I wouldn't buy from there, mate, to be perfectly honest. You're risking so much danger. Angels can be quite aggressive, Shane. They can. I agree. These are like when they're spawning. Wow. It's just like they are intense. They are intense. Yeah, you need to watch for the angel though, Clausy. They are aggressive, and like they need to be at least another one in there, mate, if not more. But you're not going to be able to keep them in that guppy for long. They grow pretty quick, angels. I got these. These were only about an inch when I bought them. They were proper tiny. Soon grew though to that size. But yeah, mate, you need more than one though. It'll kind of like drive it nuts and probably make it even more aggressive. They're social with their own kind. But I don't know. I'm a nightmare, me. I need like a warehouse for what I have, for what I want. You know what I mean? I'm a nightmare. I don't want to get rid of the angels, but I want barbs. I want them red devil angels. It's just like, oh god, there's not enough room for what I want. Angels grow massive, don't they? They grow massive. There is all sorts in there, mate. So in this tank, I have obviously there's 5 angels in there, 2 breeding pairs, 20 to 25 cardinal tetras in there. There's a dozen red phantom tetras in there. Many different types of Corridora in there. Don't even know how many Corridora in there, to be perfectly honest. And there's some Crebensis in there that breed. The Crebensis breed like rabbits, to be perfectly honest. I think there's 3 breeding pairs of Crebensis in there now. I have a 3 breeding pair, or there is 2, and one's just like turned around really quick and bred again. Quite sure. But that's the male. Females there. The male there just digs caves for fun, to be perfectly honest. Like my angel, I do love my angels, like I say, but I don't know. I have got a bit of lotus that's at the top. It's kind of so lotus has sprouted off another lotus plant and released it. I've just noticed it now. It's at the surface there, so we'll get that planted up tomorrow on stream. We'll get that planted in at the side there, just broaden out that lotus. That means then that lotus will be sprouting from 3 different points in the tank. So that'll be good, because it did produce a sister bulb. I kind of would, because the angels, that's why I went with cardinals. I do prefer cardinals anyway, to be honest, Shane. But yeah, like neons are pretty fast, aren't they? But I have seen angelfish pick off neons before. Cardinals are just a little bit too big for them, and the phantoms, well, they've got no chance of getting them. There you go, mate. I know tetras are proper sensitive, aren't they? They are. I don't think they ever used to be, though. You know, I don't think neon tetras, 35, 40 years ago, were never as sensitive as what they are now. Not that I can ever recall. I've never known them to be like what they are now, and I put that down again to just intensive breeding. It's got to be on it. It's got to be. It need to like break down the bloodline a little bit, best they can. Yeah, mate. I take it you're agreeing with me there, Will, aren't you? They are. It never used to be like that. It never used to be like that. This hobby has changed loads in the past 40 years, massively. But the intense breeding and like too much of like brother sister breeding, it's it's not good. No, I'll be honest, Will, I don't have a problem with the Cardinals. Obviously, you lose the odd one from time to time, but I've got quite a good shoal of them in there, and I want to double that though. I do. But yeah, they're not bred to the point where there's too many deficiencies, because that just happen. It just happens way too much. It's like my core is there. There is quite a lot of cores in there, but I'm looking now and thinking maybe adding like 6 different obviously from different shop, hoping that it's a different bloodline, because there is like definitely bred in there, because there is smaller cories in there, so there's definitely bred, and some of the eggs have managed to survive. So yeah, it might be worth just trying to break down the bloodline a little bit. You used to keep them, Reese. Yeah, I've always kind of shied away from them more because I like the Cardinals. I just like the way the red and the blue go straight across on the Cardinals. I like both colours go straight across. They've always, I don't know, I've always liked Cardinals. I do have them they're in the rainbow tank as well. I need to up them as well. But on that tank, with it being like the black glass background on that, it's a really, really dark black. I know black's dark in it anyway, but I know what I mean. It's a really dark black anyway. And it just shows the Cardinals up like amazing. So a shoal of like 50 of them, I'm thinking it'd look awesome. Shoal of about 50 all going the same against that black background, that neon blue, and oh god, awesome. You up to anything this weekend, Will? Are you going buying any fish this weekend, buddy? My APT3 is running out, so it's going to come to the point. I'm going to be looking at getting some of that fertilizer soon. Not this weekend. No, I am going to try and go to that shop tomorrow. I have all the intentions of getting up early tomorrow morning and getting out, so I'm back here for midday. I'll end up not going out, just so I'll stay here. Pete, good evening, buddy. Thanks for joining us, mate. Have you got a time on that wave maker, Pete? I'm intrigued. Yeah, mate. The rummy nose tetras are proper fast, aren't they? But another one that they're like all just like bloody amazing, all fitted. Wow, mate, has it come already? How's it looking? Or do you like it? That's come fast, hasn't it? That's great service. Mind you, it's Amazon service, isn't it? I suppose. My plants are thriving at the minute. Yeah, Shane. Do you fertilize your plants, Shane? If so, what fertilizer do you use? So me and Will have we're looking at doing our own plant fertilizers. It's kind of something we've been discussing on Instagram and on here. So Will showed me this video, sent me a link to a video on YouTube, and it is like really good about making your own fertilizers, so you can kind of like tweak your fertilizer so it's perfect for the plants that you have in. So yeah, it's definitely something I want to do. It's a little bit more science, but I think once you've made the initial step and made your own and kind of got your head around it and you know what you're looking for, I think it's definitely the way forward. It came today and the fish love it. Brilliant, mate. Is it nice and quiet? Did you get the same one as what I got, Shane, or Pete, or did you go for a different version? I do like mine. Say I've had to turn mine off. I need to reposition it. Not had time to do it. We're gonna go home from work yesterday. I was like, just wanted to just do nothing yesterday when I got home from work. So I'm going to reposition mine to the other side of the tank and see how that affects. I'm not sure if he was about, Pete, when on Wednesday. So it's been up and running, and the rainbow has just started attacking the tiger lily for some mad reason. They just savaged it, and they have like it's not in good nick at the moment. So I turned it off, and they have stopped. I don't really know why this has happened, but I'm going to change the position and move it to the other side of the tank to see if that helps out a little bit. Yeah, it's just trial and error, really. Same one I reviewed. Yeah, mate, mine's really quiet. I really appreciate that, Pete, as well. Do hopefully Heiger like the video. I've not told them. I don't even know if I'm supposed to tell them that I've put one out, but Guppies keep swimming up to it. Yeah, mate, everything likes a bit of flow. Everything likes a bit of flow. I do like it, and it is quiet. It is silent. I do think, like, my personal opinion, the cord needs to be a little bit longer, but that's just because it's really bad. No plugs in here where I live, so, and I just think maybe the magnet could just do with being a little bit stronger. I just fear that if it came off, it could cause a right load of disturbance, couldn't it? So I'd stronger magnet. Not that I don't think it would fall off, to be perfectly honest, but I'd like a stronger magnet on it. But it is a great piece of kit. A great piece of kit. can't really go on about it too much because I've not put this as a paid promotion. So I can't really go on about it too much. But I have done a video this week, guys. So everyone was wondering what I'm on about. A video this week's paid promotion. Installing a wave maker to the Rainbow Fish Aquarium. So go and check it out. It's well worth watching. To be honest, it's a great piece of kit. They are silent. They add great flow to your aquarium, which gives so many benefits, like better filtration, more air in the water, just generally cleans the bottom up a lot better. Yeah, it takes away a few of those little dead spots that your tank will have that you don't know about. So really good. He started pulling out all the crap out of the Anubias, because in the rainbow tank I've got a massive clump of Anubias. Started pulling all the crap out of there. So they do a really good job. Like I say, I just had to turn mine off because it was it made the rainbows attack the lotus, which I don't want. So just have to reposition it. But check out that video; it's well worth watching. I'm hoping so, Pete. I'm hoping so. It'd be nice. It would be nice. All comes with time, buddy, done it. Tiger. To be honest, some of the like the comments, some people really like Higer gear, and I know, like I say, the wave maker's brilliant. It really is good. This weekend, I'll have a look at the air pump, and I'll do it. That's probably the video I'll do this weekend, for which will get launched Thursday. I'm moving it, Pete, to Thursday launch, mate. YouTube move it anyway. I launch it on Friday and they bring it out a day early. Don't really know why, but seems to might work better. It might be an omen telling me to launch on Thursdays instead. But yeah, so I'll do for the air pump, and I really am hoping that it's as silent as they say it is, because we all want a silent air pump, don't we? Nothing worse than that constant humming. It drives you nuts. Always dropping fluval hints, Pete. It'd be nice if, to be honest, I just like the food and the FX. Nice if they could send me an FX for the rainbow tank. You never know. I'm not quite. I'll take it. I can, Will. I think what you've got to be careful on YouTube is you don't want to be adding too many links into your description on YouTube, because YouTube don't like it. Even though you'll put it down as a paid promotion, YouTube don't like it, because if you're putting links in the description, it takes people away from YouTube, and they don't like it. So I'll only really ever put like 2 links in. I think the links I get given are the Amazon URL and the Higer URL, so you can buy it direct from Higer. On the Wave Maker one, there is just the Amazon one, because they haven't added it to their catalog yet, so you can buy it straight from Higer. In time, mate. I know. It's growing. I need 55 hours before I can apply for monetization. Things are already moving. I am obviously like semi-monetized now. It's it's something I never come across. So we all get sent PIN numbers, don't we, for our own identification. So because I'm kind of partially monetized, YouTube said I needed to confirm my address. First confirm my bank details, which I did. Then I had to confirm my address, which I did. And then they were like, that's not enough though. So we're going to send you a code now to confirm your address. So I'm like, right, okay, waiting for a code to come through. No. They mail you a code. So they actually mailed me a 6-digit code that came through yesterday, and then I have to then go back on and use the code to authorize. So I take it because YouTube, you need to make sure that you live where you say you are, just in case you're putting hate videos out, I suppose. Something like that. That's all I can assume it's for. But yeah, things are moving forward for sure. I'm after a 60 centimetre light. Maybe could DM me as a link. I will, mate. I have got a link for a light for him, Will. I'll send it to you in a bit, mate, on Insta. There is a light because they gave me the option of getting a light, and I went for the wave maker and the air pump. I should have maybe gone for a light because I'm trying to light this place up. Better lighting for the late streams. Hey, bud. Just went down to my tank. One of myself and Molly's doesn't look right. He's just sitting in one spot. Do you reckon it's worth adding general tonic? It won't do any harm, Sam. Might be worth doing a water test to see what's going on there. Not sitting up floating in one spot. And the light's going down. It may just does it look distressed? Fin movement, is it rapid? What are the fins like? Gill movement, I should say, is it rapid? And the fins clamped. What's it kind of look like generally? Anyway, mate, but always worth adding a bit of general tonic, mate. Won't do anything. Lights are going down slowly. See, it might be chilling. Fins aren't clamped. Right, well, that's a good sign. Keep an eye on it, mate. But yeah, I'd stick a bit of tonic in there. Usually quite active at this time of night. I know some do chill out when it starts as the lights start going out, especially betters. I used to have a better that would sleep in the same place every night. As soon as the lights started going down, that's where I'd bump straight to bed. But yeah, I'd put some tonic in there for Sam, but I'd also just do a water test. Even if you just do an ammonia, just to see where it's at. pH and ammonia. I'd do a test on both, mate. What do you think of glowfish? Would you have some if they're illegal? You know, Will, I went into a house about 2.5 years ago, and they had glowfish in there, and I'd never seen them before. Like, seen them on the internet and that whatnot. And they were pretty mad. Didn't know they were illegal. And I actually was talking to Fish Shop Matt about them. And he was like, oh, they are illegal. I don't know, mate. I'm not a big fan of the genetically modifying everything anyway, to be perfectly honest. Like I said before, flower horns where they're like bred for the big horn, it just gets a bit too much, doesn't it? But no, they're genetically modified. No, I think it's a bit worrying as well because they're finding them in the wild now, aren't they? So some people are releasing them, which isn't good. What about you, Will? What's your thought on them? Would you have any? Just did a water change today. It may be suffering from a little bit of shock as well, Sam. Maybe. See how it is tomorrow. Might get a better indication in the morning. My molars are the same. I have a pair of molars in one spot. There you go. It might just be, they might be okay, Sam. Just keep an eye on it, mate. I think the mental would be interesting. They are interesting, and they kind of do it for everything, don't they? The main ones I've seen tend to be like the Black Widow tetras, but like lime green or pink. But yeah, just if people have them in their own tanks, I'm not against that. But releasing them into the wilds, I think, is a bit naughty. I think so. There's a zoo in the UK that's released 10,000 giant spiders that aren't native to this country in this country. I think that is disgraceful. One, because you shouldn't be releasing massive spiders in a place where it could wipe out our ecosystem at the end of the day. And two, I don't like spiders. So why would you put big ones in the country? You know what I mean? Try to do give me a heart attack. But yeah, I just don't agree with that, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, it's just that they're releasing stuff in the wild, so it's just so wrong, isn't it? The UK waterways, like the canal system, it's full of like terrapins. And it's like just through people that have dumped terrapins into the canal, and they survive our winters, and they obviously breed because they are full. If you go on a warm day to some of the canals in the UK, especially like Rochdale, because I've seen them in Rochdale Canal, there's a piece of wood, tends to be a few terrapins chilling out on it. Glowing corys, yeah, mate. Lime green glowing corridors. I think they did do tetras first, mate. Yeah. I know I've seen like a rainbow shark as well. Lime green rainbow shark. Did you ever put a Grammy in your tank? I've not had a Grammy in any of these tanks, mate. No. I have had Grammys before. A good few years ago. I've not had Grammys for a while now. Is that right, Will? Yeah. So they're made to detect pollution. No way. Death Star, thanks for joining us, buddy. That's what I heard. Might not be true. Been hustling. Nice. Maybe. But like they glow anyway, don't they? Don't know. It's we don't get told much, do we really, anyway, about what goes on. It's quite frightening what we don't get told about. But yeah, I kind of I think we need to be really careful when we're releasing stuff into our ecosystem. We really do, especially when it's big spiders. I don't like them. What to say? It's. I know, like, I take it the band. I know the band in the UK, but I'm not sure where else the band. But it's like I don't know if the band in the US or anything like that. Seems to be quite a lot of people have them though. So there's plenty of videos about them, isn't there? So like, they must be available somewhere. I don't really have scorpions in Kent though. I know it's not right, that is it, Will? It's not, is it? It's just in the US. Yes, I think. Yeah, probably is. But yeah, like I said, I did see him, and this guy was like, "Where'd you get them?" And he wouldn't tell me. I didn't even know they were illegal. I just wanted to know where he got them because I kind of did like the look of it. I did like the look of him, but I didn't. When I researched him, I kind of like got kind of put off him a little bit. But so years ago, Will, I was only a kid. I'm pretty sure me and my mates saw a scorpion out and about. But like when I worked for Sainsbury's when I left school for like 8 years, and the amount of different stuff that came in on bananas, it's incredible what comes in this country on bananas. Honestly, I've seen black and orange tree frogs, all kinds of different spiders that have been crushed. They actually had to close the shop one day and fumigate it because they thought a spider had come in on it. It's a big horrible thing. Don't know. But yeah, the amount of stuff that comes in with spiders, not good. With bananas, you should say. Yeah, it's totally different in America, isn't it? With that kind of thing. I don't know though. I'm a bit dubious. I think Australia have it right in a way. They don't let anything in. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of this GM stuff. To be perfectly honest, not a fan. You don't know, do you? You just don't know. But how much, like nowadays with nature, how much of nature has been affected by GM and we don't even know about? Who knows? Where have all the insects gone? And we're still using pesticides, but with no insects. And someone mentioned it today on the radio, and it is true. Like, I'm 50. When I learned to drive, if you went out at night, you come back and your car windscreen would be peppered with flies. It would. Like, don't get that now. Just don't get it anymore. If you went out on your bike as a kid, and I can pretty much say if there's anyone that's in here that's like 40s plus, you'll know that when you went out on your bike as a kid, you could guarantee you'd eat at least 10 midges and get about 20 in your eyes because they'd be everywhere and they've all gone as well, aren't they? All because of the pesticides that we still insist on using. Glowing dogs? Seriously, Will? What's that about? What's that about? Oh man, what's going on with this world? What's going on with this world, man? Can't we just leave things alone? Oh God. It amazes me what we I don't know, I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't get it. It's crazy, isn't it? More than just upside down reefs, isn't it? Just like we have wrecked it, haven't we? I think really in the past 20 years, 25 years, some well, I know 9/11 changed this world forever, didn't it? But it didn't make everyone go mental overnight, did it? What made everyone go mental overnight? Because that's how it seems to have gone, doesn't it? Seems to be like a massive lack of common sense nowadays. We listen to too many people that suffer from mental illness, and we listen to them. mental, mental. Yeah, Reese, you're right there. It's a scary old world. So yeah, tomorrow, 12 p.m. midday GMT, 5 to a 5.5 hour live stream. Quite that'll be a mad one, won't it? I've never done that. That'll be like the longest live stream I've done. I think with 3 hours is like the longest we've done. Maybe 3:10, something like that. But 5.5 hours. Should be fun. Be interesting. On a Saturday afternoon. What a way to spend your Saturday afternoons, eh? Yeah, I'm gonna have some. Oh man, just thinking what I've got to do. I do need to get my act together. Me tomorrow. I do need to get my act together. Too much needs. I need to go and get frozen food. I need to get frozen food definitely. That's gonna pull me right near the aquarium that sell that had the rainbows. I'm gonna go and look for fish tomorrow. Probably won't buy, but I am gonna definitely go out looking. I need some red plants as well. I put a super Palustris super red in the CO2 tank, and it just didn't. It just fell apart. It just didn't take at all. So I need to look at trying to get some new red plants. Bee pollen's arrived. Nice, mate. Oh, you'll notice, mate, they'll love it. Honestly, they'll love it. Just a bit of warm water, just to dissolve it for the smaller fish, but it's great, mate. It's great. Even if you've got not much movement on the surface of your water, if you just put it in gently, so it floats, you just see it dissolving in the water. But yeah, it's a great one, Will. I love it. I love it. Say if I dissolve it in warm water and I add it to my tanks, if I know there's fry in there, because them small particles are awesome. It's great in a shrimp, great for shrimp as well. Like if you've got nothing else in your shrimp tank and you've got a feeder dish, put some in and you'll see just how mad they go for it. Because you can just put it in the whole bit. Actually, I think you can actually kind of squeeze a bit together because it is quite soft. But if you have fish in the shrimp tank as well, obviously you're kind of better off dispersing it, dissolving it, and dispersing it. And it brings all your shrimp out, mate. They love it. Get some guppies. I know these. To be honest, mate, I haven't got. If I'm gonna get anything, it'll be if they've got them rainbows still. But I really don't think they will have. To be perfectly honest, tank's now medicated. Yes, the move is delayed by a week. Yeah, just see how it goes, Sam. For sure, for sure. See what they're like in the morning, mate. That's the test, really. See how they. If anything deteriorates, it just tends to deteriorate at night, doesn't it? I don't really know why that is, but it tends to be the thing, doesn't it? If there's a problem, it tends to be at night. Oh yeah, mate. Oh, you might have to. Oh yeah, you might have to be careful there, mate. If you definitely don't eat any. It's a spoon in it. Just a little spoon, mate. Don't touch it at all. It can be dangerous, bee pollen. If you look into it, you've got to because you can introduce it into your diet because it is supposed to be really good for you, but it can give you respiratory problems, I believe. So you've got to introduce it a little bit at a time and build it up. Otherwise, it can be a shock to your body. Hopefully, they weren't eating from trees. I know, mate. Well, you never know, do you? You never know. God, you could be really nasty with bee pollen. Thinking couldn't you? If you got any mates that or who don't like you, got hay fever. Momentum Minds. What a lovely message. Nice of you to come in and say that, mate. It's nice that. Show some love to Momentum Minds there. It's quite a decent comment, that, buddy. Nice. Always be happy, be strong, be positive. Love you, bro. Cheers, buddy. It's always nice when people come in and drop little messages like that in for people. Because let's face it, I do kind of look at the tanks as a really good help for mental health anyway. Because when I'm stressed, I drive for a living, so you can imagine the amount of idiots you come across on the road day in, day out. So you come home sometimes proper stressed out. And by the end of the day, sometimes it's for the smallest of things that like proper stress you out as well. But it's nice to come home, sit in front of the tanks, just chill you out. Just chill you out. So, is it a certain type of pollen that you're allergic to, Will? Or is it like all pollen? I know he's put tree pollen, like, but I think the lights help. I'm lucky I don't suffer from hay fever or anything like that. But yeah, I never really thought about it. I suppose, yeah, pollen, bad, isn't it? But your fish will love it, mate. It might make you will, but your fish will love it. Just don't drink any of that water when you dissolve it. It's a killer hay fever though, Will, isn't it? An old mate of mine used to suffer from it like really bad. Really bad. stick a couple of granules of bee pollen in his can of Coke. Never did. I wish I had now. Used to be funny. You'd sit there and like watching a film or something like that, and I don't suffer from hay fever, but honestly, it's like one daisy might sprout 3 miles away, and it made him really bad. It was quite funny to watch. That's lads in it. That's lads in it. It's nice. It's quite funny in it when you see your mate suffering. Or maybe I'm just a. I won't say. Reese, just get some black emulsion, mate. Black emulsion, paint it on. Probably take 2 coats just to take out the brush lines. But the beauty of using black emulsion is little razor blade, scrape it off when you don't, if you want to change it. But yeah, black emulsion is probably the best bet, mate, to be perfectly honest. Small tin of black emulsion from B&Q. It'll do. Say it just scratches off with a razor blade if need be. It's definitely the way forward, mate. Black, I like a blacked out background on a tank. I think it makes the plants stand out way more. Green plants, red plants against that black background. Pop. Nah, Reese, just straight up black emulsion. Black emulsion, either with a little roller. Just be careful, obviously, you don't get the paint in the tank if you've got water in it. But yeah, you might just need 2 coats, but you won't need a lot because it's just glass in it. Put it on, leave it half an hour, put another coat on, and we'll be done then. But yeah, black emulsion is definitely the way forward, mate. It's water based as well, like I say, it just scrapes off if you don't need it anymore, if you decide to change it. Hi, Sam's wife. Thanks for all the advice you shared with us on our fish. What does BGN stand for? It's just an abbreviation of my surname, Sam. So say no, but thank you. That's what I like doing this fish club, because it's not just about my knowledge. I don't know everything about everything in the hobby. It's just nice getting people coming in that know different aspects. Like I think the last stream we were talking about breeding betters, Siamese fighters. Something I've never done, but we talk about it, you learn things. Then next time around, someone comes on and they want to talk about breeding betters, then you can give them a bit of an insight into it. It's kind of what I was trying to grow here. Alexander Stoner, good evening, buddy. Thanks for joining us again. It's a name I remember. Hope you're well. But yeah, the actual name's Russ, guys. But yeah, BGN's just an abbreviation of me of my surname. But yeah, I do like doing the fish clubs. It just started out as a live stream on a Saturday, just doing my maintenance. I just wanted to try and get my watch hours up on YouTube, and did a couple. And after that, I had a couple of weeks off work, so I decided to do the afternoons on the fish clubs, which some people will remember that come in will know that. And it kind of does all right. You get a good few people coming through. I'd like to think we've helped a few people out on the way, and we've learned stuff. There's a guy comes in that breeds seahorses. You know what I mean? It's not something you come across every day. I have 51 years that I've been alive, and over 40 years in the hobby. I've never come across anyone that breeds seahorses before. So it's definitely nice. It's just nice helping people out and spreading a bit of knowledge. And like, not everything's the same on other tanks, you know. You can do things that aren't. No tanks are the same. None of them are the same. It's weird, and I can tell it's just like, I'll be honest, light. It's hard to show you on the phone because you don't get the true light. But two large tanks are exactly the same type of light, the fluval plant lights. They're set to come on at exactly the same time. They're set to come off at exactly the same time. On the fluval plant light, you have 10 settings. So you can set a sunrise, and you can have a sunset, and you can set it to however you want it. Every single light on there, you manage all the light. And the settings on both the tanks are exactly the same. They come on at the same time, they go off at the same time. At the same time of each point, the lights go up, and they go up the same amount. But on the sunsets, the rainbow fish goes red, and that goes blue. But they're exactly the same settings. So I think it's weird how all tanks are different, even when it comes down to like how light comes through and how it's like perceived, really, I guess. But weird. Definitely helps you. Well, I'm glad I did, Pete. I'm glad I do that. I appreciate you coming in as well, mate. It's nice. It's nice having someone that lives just down the road as well come in. But yeah, it's nice to help people out. It's nice to spread a bit of knowledge and learn. I've learned loads since we've been doing the live streams. Last week I did thips and water change. Now with colder water, my cichlid population exploded. Does, mate. Does, Alexander. And honestly, cold water changes make the fish think it's a change of season. Breed. Boom. Explode. The best, if you want, is one. So if you really want your fish population to explode for breeding, do a water change, do a cold water change, yeah, during an electrical storm, thunder and lightning, to the common man. If you do a water change during a thunder and lightning storm, boom, wow, total. That's another level again. Different change of air pressure, water change, explosion. Especially, I believe, especially on like rams and things like that. I believe it's immense. Yeah, Will. So a guy that comes in, he's not been in for a couple of the streams. Crazy for seahorses, called Rainer. Yeah, and he breeds seahorses. So it's quite nice when he pops in. It tends to be on a Saturday, mate, to be perfectly honest, when he comes in. Oh, right at the tail end of like a midweek stream. But yeah, he's dead nice guy to talk to as well, and say breeds betters as well. Breeds a bit of everything, to be perfectly honest. It's nice when he comes in because he's like a hive of information. Nikola Tesla babies. Nice, mate. Nice. But yeah, it's water change when it's thunder and lightning is another level. That's everyone now, isn't it? Doing water changes next time there's a storm. water change. I believe it's for all like egg layers, especially layers and scatterers, etc. The way forward. Cold water changes, great for cories as well, isn't it? Corridors, it just brings out the spawning. It's all good. It's all good. So yeah, guys. So tomorrow's stream, 12 o'clock. I will advertise it on the community page, but if you can join us at any point, that'd be really good. It's going to be a little bit different. We'll clean the FX tomorrow as well. It needs to be done. I think the flow's died in a little bit. But it's probably not. I just want to do it anyway. So we'll do that on stream tomorrow. Take a look at how the FX is put together. Because if you've never seen the inside of the FX, they are awesome. Great sealed units, really good. They're really easy to work on. Shouldn't say that because I probably just jinxed it now. It'll be a nightmare for me tomorrow. But they are really good piece of kit. The FX fluval FX fillers are really cool. So I'm going to call it a day, guys, because I'm getting a bit tired. Thanks to everyone that's been in tonight. Will, nice talking to you again. Alexander as well. Reese, Pete, thanks everyone that's been in tonight, guys. Hopefully we'll see you at some point tomorrow. Like I say, it is a 5-hour stream, so it'll be all good. For anyone that's not a subscriber to the channel, please just click the subscribe button. Check out my channel. Check out some of my videos. Good night to Sam and your wife. Thanks for joining us. I've named my aquarist Senator Dora. He's a tank leader. Just so, no, mate, you're not silly. You've got to do these things. Take care, Russ. Thanks, Will do, mate. You won't make it tomorrow, but hopefully. Thanks, buddy. No problem, mate. Oh, have a great weekend anyway, guys, if I don't see you. And like I say, I'm on tomorrow. So take care. Enjoy the rest of your Friday evening. Have a good weekend. We'll see you soon.